What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. I am back with another Degrassi Junior High video. This time we are watching episode 106 called Rumor Has It. I do remember this one a little bit just for the discussion of sexuality and queerness, and also because here's where Kathleen really started pissing me off. The IMDb synopsis on this says, many of Miss Avery's students think that she is a lesbian. Caitlin insists that her teacher isn't gay. After dreaming that her classmates think that she is also gay, Caitlin begins to act self-conscious at school. So we're tackling the Ligga-Bigga-Tickas this time. Ooh. Well, actually just the Liggas, I guess. I'm so glad this is not coming out during Pride Month. Okay, let's get into the episode.
Throughout history, a lot of our heroines have been lost or left unrecorded, due largely to the fact that most historians are men.
Miss Avery is the best teacher I ever had. She makes stuff so interesting.
Be it Amelia Earhart, Madame Curie.
This is the same outfit from first time I said Miss Avery got that shit on.
Would you come up here, please?
Yes, Miss Avery.
That essay you wrote on Native peoples was just excellent. You're the best student I ever had.
She all hugging on her?
Miss Avery's gay, you know. She's a lesbian.
Never mind what they say. We don't care what they think, do we?
This is a dream, though.
I know, it's true. Heard the rumors.
She's a lesbian. I heard the rumors.
She's a gay. She's gay.
Oh no, not a lesbian.
Wake up in the morning feeling strong, I can make it. Don't think much about it right at me. Wait, is to believe. Be honest with yourself as you do your heart.
Goated theme song. That's Simon.
Who's gonna be there?
I remember
you,
Simon
me,
from
Annie,
like
Kathleen.
high school. That's
Are
right.
you
That's
sure
Simon.
your parents don't mind us sleeping over when they're away? Yes. Patrick's there. He's okay for a brother.
Did we ever get to meet Caitlin's brother?
Hi, Rick. Hi, Rick. Susie. Come on, let's go to the dark room. Hi. Hi, guys. Hi. Yep.
She was blue beret today.
I wonder if it's true that Miss Avery's a lesbian. Come on, that's just a rumor.
You just said
I
that.
know, but I've never seen her with any men. Bye-bye.
She can't just be single.
I've been having some really strange dreams lately.
Oh, yeah? Dreams are supposed to be very significant.
Really?
Yeah. Tell me about them. I want to hear. Just as long as they're not too dirty.
No.
Susie wants the tea.
Neighborhood Watch, a program that works. Thank you.
Y'all want to be cops?
Thank you, Arthur. Thank you, Rick, for an excellent presentation. Next week, we'll have Caitlin and Susie's candid photo project. Oh, bye.
Miss Avery, all 8 questions due.
No, just the first 4.
She got a hand on the shoulder for everybody.
So, what time last to come over, Caitlin? Around 6. Oh, wow, it's going to be so much fun. We can eat popcorn and talk about boys all night. Annie, you're such a pervert.
Oh, her name is
Perfectly
Annie.
normal to think about boys. What else is there to think about?
How are your photos coming along?
Fine.
Great. I'm really looking forward to seeing them. Oh, and Caitlin, that essay you wrote on Native peoples was just excellent. Congratulations.
Susie's catching all the memories.
Bye. Have a nice weekend.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Did you hear what the rumor mill has about this meeting tonight? See, I gotta tell you the story of
They look like they caked him.
this guy goes.
Wouldn't it be romantic if they were having an affair?
Lesbians are interested in men.
Who says she's a lesbian?
Everyone knows. We've
Kathleen
never seen her with
says.
any men.
They look pretty friendly to me.
They work together, that's all.
What's wrong with being homosexual anyway?
Yeah.
Why, are you a Lizzie too?
No, but I'm not prejudiced either.
Message.
I had $20 my dad gave me to buy sneakers.
Get this locker.
It's gone. What am I
I
gonna
will
tell
never
him?
approve of Raditz
at
ragging
that.
on him,
It's a
but
mess
this is a mess.
I've looked everywhere. It's just not there.
You know what this means yet? There's a thief here at Degrassi Junior High.
I don't think that's what it means. Now they just suspicious of everybody.
It's ringing! Hello, may I please speak to Mr. Radich? Thank you.
It's some lady. Radich has a girlfriend? Maybe it's his wife. He's not married. He doesn't wear a ring. I checked. Well, lots of married people don't wear
Nosy.
rings.
Hello, is this, Mr. Radich
She gonna
on the
roll her
line?
eyes.
Then you'd better get off. There's a train coming.
Why are you prank calling your own teachers? You probably recognize your voice.
What does it say?
Avery.
I don't know if I should. Just because you're her pet. I am not.
So what? She don't want to prank call her favorite teacher.
Here, Kay Avery. There's only one.
Hello, I'd like to talk to Ms. Avery, please.
Is she doing an accent?
No. No message. She wasn't home.
Who is that then?
Some lady. Bet it's her lover. That's just a dumb rumor. Everyone knows she's gay.
You're saying that.
Well, look at the facts. She's not married, and she's always with that woman. So they're friends. I know. I saw her and her friend on King Street last week.
So?
They were holding hands.
Why is she saying it like it's so salacious, though?
And talking in each other's ear.
She is a lesbian, so?
We're just talking.
The girl who's wearing a beret thinks that kissing on the cheek is weird. Isn't that the French stereotype?
Come on, you don't believe that, do you?
Wow, that's a lot of fingerprints.
But how do we know who's whose?
What we need is a prime suspect.
Hey, what do we look for?
You want some licorice?
Suspicious or abnormal behavior.
I won $100 in the lottery.
It could be
Hey,
anyone.
you want some licorice?
Arthur, this don't look good on you.
You should have seen it, Melanie. It was disgusting. Yeah, they almost kissed on the lips and everything. You guys are making such a big deal.
Almost kissed on the lips and everything?
You want some licorice?
Sure.
Take as much as you like. I won $100 in the lottery.
I need some of them red vines. I want some.
Hey, you want some licorice?
He gave her a handful. He
Caitlin.
liked her.
Did you hear about the kiss?
No,
It wasn't a
Waldo.
real I heard it was just a pack. Lots of women do that.
Tell
Looked
her.
pretty suspicious to me.
You're gonna look pretty stupid when we find out she's got a boyfriend.
She doesn't have a boyfriend.
How do you know? Just because you've never seen him.
Right. She have all kinds of things going on in her personal life that these children have nothing to do with.
Kathleen, yes.
Miss Avery, do you have a boyfriend?
Dripped out again.
But I don't know what business that is of yours.
Period. Hundreds. I don't know what business that is of yours.
No one wins only $100, and we already know he's a thief.
Why do you know he's a thief?
Probably just
Who
rude.
say Rick is a thief? What he been stealing? Y'all are not
Also heard
low.
He sold some magazines and some records. Can't all be rumors. You know what he's like.
You don't.
That's for sure.
We're dealing with a criminal here. Come on.
Arthur, you're pissing me off.
I wonder what lesbians do exactly. Do they really kiss? Like on the lips and everything? Yuck.
I don't see why everyone's deciding Miss
Yuck.
Avery's a lesbian. I bet Kathleen's making that up about holding hands.
Just wondering.
I mean, how would you like it if people started saying stuff about you?
Okay. She sure does like to touch people.
So? Lots of people touch.
Caitlin, you
We
sure
just saw her
acting weird
touch
about
Arthur, Yick.
this. I mean, it's not as
her,
if they're saying you're a
Susie.
lesbian, right?
That is not the point.
Right.
I guess as a straight, you should never defend someone from unfair rumors or
Caitlin, could
what's
you
the
come up
point
here, please?
there?
Yes, Miss Avery. That essay you wrote on Native peoples was just excellent.
And see, all this don't be happening in real life. Look at what
Caitlin's gay, you know.
they're all hugged
She's
up.
a lesbian.
This is
Yeah.
now she thinks she's a lesbian just because she likes a teacher who's rumored to be a lesbian.
Caitlin's queer. Caitlin's gay. I know it's true. I know. It's true. No. No, I'm not. No. No.
She is tormented.
Okay, look.
article in last night's newspaper.
Susie said, bye.
So I cut it out for you.
Thanks.
You seem to have taken a great interest in the topic.
Well, I saw a film last year on it.
Oh, and did you do a project on it then as well?
These girls ain't got nothing better to do with their lives.
Are you sure you'll steal again?
Once a criminal, always a criminal.
What crime has Rick committed?
When he does, we'll catch him red-handed.
Caitlin? A lesbian? Come on. No.
Here we
Think
go.
about it.
Are you
the way
kidding
she's always
me?
hanging around Avery, and the way they're always touching each other. That's ridiculous. What about how weird Caitlin is about getting changed in gym, hiding behind a towel and stuff? She's
Hiding your
shy,
body
that's
makes you a
all.
lesbian.
And what about how strange she's been acting ever since we figured out about Avery? And the way she's always defending Avery.
Figured out.
Why?
What difference does it make anyway, even if she is a lesbian?
Thank
She's
you.
not a lesbian. She's my friend.
Oh, Susie.
All I know is I wouldn't hang around alone with her in a dark room if I were you. Why? I don't know. She might try to do something.
So Caitlin's a predator because you think she's a lesbian?
You too.
I need to pause for a second. Hold on. Because let's think back. Caitlin and Susie and Kathleen were all there when Stephanie was being elected president, right? And all of these boys were kissing all over Stephanie and being sexually aggressive towards her. And yet not once did we hear Kathleen or anyone else actually say, oh, I bet we shouldn't be alone in a dark room with Joey because he probably tried to do something. Why is that? Let's keep going.
Morning, Miss Avery.
And now Susie's looking at her friend like, are you a lesbian? Like, Melanie's the only one with some sense.
Sure.
Arthur just mad he ain't get no licorice.
Hey, what's that? Yeah, want some licorice? Yeah,
Rick is
thanks a lot.
offering it
Oh,
to
no,
everybody except
yeah.
him. They're in the same class together. He pretty much went around and gave everybody some.
Notices and posters leave
Here,
no
want some licorice?
exceptions to this rule, including the no ear poster.
This creep behavior. What the fuck?
These sure are great pictures, don't you think? Who'd have thought we went to such an interesting school? My parents were going to send me to private school once, but I'm glad they sent me here because these sure are great pictures, don't you think?
Okay, Susie. What's up?
Up?
You haven't stopped talking since you got here. Even for you, that's kind of weird.
I guess I'm just excited about the pictures.
A lie.
Susie, what's wrong?
You're not a lesbian, are you?
What?
Some people say you are, and I say you're not.
See?
You're not, are you? I'm sorry, I just don't know what's
Lesbian
going
by
on.
association,
I'm in
apparently.
a club.
What do I do? I can't help those dreams. Supposing I am a lesbian, does that mean I won't have any friends? Will everyone talk and whisper behind my back?
That's what Kathleen wants.
Will they all hate me? Even Susie?
That sucks.
I really like Miss Avery. Is that wrong? Just don't want to be different.
Aww.
Good work. Much better than last time. You do have to watch your sentences, though. They have a tendency to run on.
Okay.
There you go. This one's for you. And Alex. Just as I suspected. I knew that you could write if you would only try. And Caitlin. Very nicely argued. I think that's...
Don't touch me.
Damn. Got quiet as fuck in there.
Caitlin, I'd like you to stay behind, please.
Look at these assholes in the back.
I told you she was a lesbian. Hey, there he goes. Come on.
Somebody never taught Kathleen how to draw logical conclusions.
Attendance is
I think
highly
that's the
recommended.
point here.
So, Caitlin, tell me what's going on.
Another cute fit, Miss Avery.
I got lots of time.
People are saying stuff.
What kind of stuff?
That you're a lesbian.
Really? And Why would people say something like that?
You're not married.
Oh, so, all single people are gay.
See how dumb that sounds?
So, let's hear more of this evidence.
You're always with that woman.
Who? Elaine? We share a house. It's cheaper than living alone.
Miss Avery has a
Anything
roommate.
else?
My friend said she saw you holding hands on King Street.
Well, your friend has a very vivid imagination.
Oh,
saw
so
you
she's a
kiss
liar.
I kiss most of my women friends. So, is that everything? Was there anything else?
It should be Kathleen having
he
this
comes.
talk with Miss Avery. Like, Caitlin obviously has things that she needs to work through, especially because her subconscious is plaguing her. But
Hey, you two have been following me around for 2 days now. What's going on?
It's about the money.
What money?
The money that was stolen from my locker.
Stolen?
Not stolen. Borrowed.
You think I took it?
Right after the money disappeared, he bought a new t-shirt and a ton of licorice.
And there's all those rumors.
What rumors?
he's saying he won the
What
lottery.
do you mean? You believe everything you hear?
Any other rumors?
They say I'm gay too.
Do you have any reason to think that you're gay?
Well, I've been having dreams that aren't quite normal.
Caitlin, it's all right. Lots of girls your age have sort of sexual dreams. It's perfectly normal. Your bodies are changing, and there's lots of confusing things going on inside your head. You're sorting things out, and that's all those dreams mean.
Maybe he didn't take the money.
Throw their backpacks down in the hallway like that.
And we're out at
My
fingerprint powder.
God, yeah.
Anyways, who else could it be?
Who,
The only
and
kid in
that
school
other
with a
girl.
criminal record. It's gotta be him.
No, it doesn't.
You broomhead! You almost got me killed.
So is it my fault the bill was stuck in the locker?
Yes, it is.
They were so strong and wrong about this and pulled up on Rick and had no support, no evidence about
Hey,
what they were
Karen.
saying. Just like Kathleen.
Mr. Radich?
Caitlin, please. No more rumors.
Okay. Miss Avery, I think you're a really good teacher. And I'm sorry I thought you were gay.
There's nothing to be sorry for. Besides, would it make any difference if I were?
That.
Would you think less of me, Caitlin?
That's really it. I'm glad we got to it. My goodness. Where do I even begin? Kathleen not being worth a damn? Yes. Yeah, let's start right there because that girl was literally the source of the rumors. Talking about some, did you hear? Bitch, you're telling me. The fuck? I really feel like if anyone had a problem with Miss Avery, then it should have been with all of the hands on the shoulder. That's the thing that stood out to me this whole episode. Like, she had a little hand on the shoulder for everybody, all of the students of any gender, and then also the teachers. And so it just seemed like she was one of those teachers who was like very encouraging in that way. I remember a few teachers like this in my time in school. Not everybody, of course, is comfortable being touched like that. And Caitlin was obviously well within her right to be like, don't touch me. But it was coming from a place where she was feeling like she was going to get the lesbian taint from her because of what Kathleen and everyone else was saying. I did like the way this played out for Caitlin mostly. She did have a very real experience trying to come to grips with her feelings and dreams that were like invading her sleep. She didn't really know what any of it meant. And from the outside, though, we know that she was just really conflicted because Kathleen was like in her ear with this poison. You know what I mean? And honestly, by middle school, most people have discovered who they like, and realizing that you like somebody of the same gender when people in your life are loudly homophobic can be a really difficult struggle. So I really felt for Caitlin because Kathleen was just being a little bitch and she was weaponizing queerness, basically. I think I'm going to talk about this in another video. And then Arthur and Yick with this fake ass policing, I'm really disappointed in them. Really disappointed because this was like a wrongful conviction. And how many times have we seen people being persecuted in real life for the way they look, not because of anything that they've actually done? Like I was saying, when did we know Rick to have been a thief? if anything, give him the benefit of the doubt if you've never seen him doing anything like this. The whole neighborhood watch angle of it all, it just gives me the ick. But yeah, so another episode down. If you liked this video, do the thing, and yes, like the video. It helps me out, okay? Subscribe, share, and also leave a comment and tell me what you think about the video while you're at it, okay? All right, y'all. I will see you the next time. Peace.